Network coming at you with the adult alumni matches. We are in Linthicum, Maryland today. I'm Bob Lee from Candlepin Network.
This is Bob. He started the
Good.
Candlepin. And so he came down to visit me, and these are his friends who usually Candlepin, but now they're
Yeah, Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
On YouTube. Yep. And you can come over and yell in his ear anytime you want. He likes people.
We're going to be seeing Nestor's Nuts up against Sadowski. Sadowski came in today's action at. How you guys doing? How's your record?
Oh, you know, we're 5-4.
You're 5-4, okay. And I believe they are also 5-4. You guys are in a good match.
And also means you cannot go out to your guard and do your shots and drink your beer. The police come around here and they like to sit on my parking lot, and I'm trying to give you guys to get in trouble.
Everyone's being warned not to take their drinks outside.
Do not go
They take
outside
their
and drink. If you are called, you're going to be asked to leave.
All right, so Jimmy Nestor, we saw yesterday as their team started off 2-2, and today they've gone 3-1 today, or two.
No, we went 2-2 this
Two and-
morning.
2-2 this morning.
Make sure I know where I'm standing.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, all right.
Looks like you'll be given a few pins. 12 pins will be, and that's been added up onto the scoreboard. They'll be given 12 pins there. Sadowski came in 5-4. You guys are also at 5-4. 5-4. So I believe you were in a 7-way tie. way this setup works is that there are 7 divisions. We got 3 divisions here right now, bowling on 36 lanes in this 40-lane house. In each division, there are 12 teams. 4 teams are going to advance with a bye into the playoffs that are going to be tomorrow at this same house. And there are 4 other teams are going to make it on a wild card, but you do not want to be in that situation up against other teams based on pinfall. The bowlers have begun everywhere else. Jimmy Nestor shaking hands, ready to start things off against Dave Sadowski.
And then tomorrow.
Jimmy carrying an average into the tournament of a 136, Duckpin average. He's keeping more of a 105 average at Canal on Wednesdays, where I bowl with him in Western Massachusetts. He's out of Worcester, Massachusetts right now. 106 is his Canal average. He is the 1986 NBA champion, been King of the Hill champ multiple times. Was in the $30,000 challenge also, and has now been 4 times in tournaments for Duckpins. He brought his team down. He brought us down on a lark. Happy Valentine's Day to all. As he faces Dave Sadowski.
Oh, they did, yes. The Nestors, yes, they won.
They're setting up the scoreboard. Both teams come in 5-4 in that mess of teams fighting it out for 2 playoff spots. The other teams are way out in front. The 2 teams way out front, and teams at 5-4 fighting it out for a couple spots. Nestor delivers his first pitch onto the 2-pin, leaving the 1-3, 8-10. They will clear the wood as we are not playing Candlepin anymore. Difference in the games, since you're watching on the Candlepin Bowling Network, they'll throw 3 balls here. Similar pin setup, but pins are obviously a little bit fatter, and the balls are a little bit heavier and fatter as well. They can range in weight. Jimmy lets the second one slide by. Dave Sadowski just off the head. It's everything but the head pin with his second ball. Jimmy delivers a good out ball for a 9. They're going to be bowling one at a time. You saw us last night. That's the format here for the Alumni Challenge matches, as they call them. That'll be a 10 for Sadowski. Nice ball from Stephanie St. Jean. She drops 9 down to the 6 pin. And this is Steve Marr. The first guy. We're missing the first guy. Dave. Spare is good for Stephanie St. Jean. Stephanie's shout out as Jimmy Nesters for Valentine's to each other. They are sweethearts. This is Josh Lowell now. They're bowling ball for ball. So we're going to see Steve for the Sadowski team more.
It's not what it looks like. It's my friends online.
New duds?
New dudes.
Oh, no.
It's not what it looks like.
All right, Riley. All right, so a pair of 10s out of Sadowski through the first 2. Josh Lowell was a ball a little bit out in the ocean. There's 3 on his first. He's the number 3 bowler for the Candlepinners. Nestor's Nuts. Lowell's second delivery here. All right. He's got the diamond in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 5. Nice ball here from. Oh! 9 was the last to fall for John Novak, 61-year-old from Essex, Maryland. Carries an average of 122. He just starts things off with a strike. And Sadowski's on the board.
You want to sit down?
So now stepping up for Sadowski is Mike Lindeman. He's a 122 bowler. His team is from many places. That's Nate Fontaine for the Candlepinners. Drops 9. Following Stephanie St. Jean's lead. No chance at the tricky split for Lindeman. Lindeman, 66 years old. Oh no, okay. Nate, who came in carrying a 150 average, it dropped down to 144, or 146, sorry. And that's going to be a foul, so that'll be a 9 for Lindeman and a 9 for Nate Fontaine. Now both teams are through their first bowlers. It's a 5-on-5 tournament, going one box at a time. Now we're going to get to see a bit of Riley Burdett
I know how to use that machine for.
Nestor's Nuts in black. They do not follow the right side rule here. They will when they're ready. Ball for ball. Riley Burdett delivers and leaves just the 6 pin. Found that pocket. There's a pitch down but the sleeper catches him. That Joe McLaughlin, the anchor bowler for Sadowski team. Riley makes good on his spare. So 2 marks for Nestor's Nuts in the first time through the order. A strike, 3 10s and a 9 for Sadowski. Sadowski getting 12 pins. They'll lead for the moment. But when the fills come through, it'll be 13 minus minus a ball, basically. Now we have Jimmy Nestor on our left, and we've got Dave Sadowski on our right. Sadowski, no N in there. Delivers just a little left. Leaves the 4 horsemen, which get wiped out. The 3 and the 6 anyway. Now he has the 110. Nestor's all over it, and the 10 is the last to fall. His strike is due. He's the top bowler in terms of an average on the Nestor's Nuts team. Little dropper. He was looking for that hop. Sadowski was. Dave is carrying a 111 average. He's got the same team, the second bowler for Nestor's Nuts. She gets the split to break up. That's crucial because with that wood in Candlepin, you'd have an easy shot at it at the 7-8. But here you have to sweep it away. Nice sweep there. That'll be a 9. Sadowski's at 19 after 2. Stephanie had a spare in the first, so she filled with 19 through 1. How about 2 spares to start things off, St. James? Came into the tournament with a 110 average. Nice delivery, but a 1-5. What do you guys call that? A duck? When you get the 1-5? Cut a duck or something like that? I think it's called cutting a duck, I think, in duck pins. When you hit the 1-5, I heard last night it was called cutting a duck. And he's down there, just catches the edge. A nice pick. Nice pick there, almost got it. Josh Lowell is not on the lane with that one. Josh not bowling actively right now out of Franklin, Massachusetts. Last time he was in a league was 3 years ago. He's been a duck pinner for a long time. Good pitch for Steve Mara. Nice recovery ball for Lowell. Just to clear the wood out from behind that triangle. Now, if you're looking at the scoreboard, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can pinch your screen. That is he's going to have to get a reset there. That triangle is going to have to be reset by a gentleman in the back. As I understand it. One of the tricky things about this setup. And Josh Lowell, while we wait for it. Actually, let's watch this one now. That was a misfire there. And a 10. So 19 on the strike for John Novak, but then he misses on the single pin. He's up to 29 after picking up the 10. He's the third bowler for Sadowski. Right now the lead, if you pinch in on that scoreboard, you can see it, but I'll tell you with the handicap, it's 182-161, a 19-pin lead with 3 marks hanging. So the bonuses are coming up. I'm told that the way this scoreboard works here, as a Sadowski bowler picks up 7, Lowell will take a 7 after the reset. Josh Lowell with a shout out to his fiancée, Katie. Callie. Hey, Callie, that's your shout out. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for giving your boy to the tournament here. Now you have Nate Fontaine standing up against Mike Linneman. Mike, the number 4 bowler, started off with a setback shot. Tries to pound it in the corner. Leaves the 5-pin. Nate swings Swings well to the right. Gets the head pin and gets a 9 drop. Just the 2 pin standing. For ball 2. So the scores are on the right belong to Nestor's Nuts. The scores on the left belong to Sandowski. 9 drop down to the head pin. And
Good job, buddy.
the 2 pin is collected. A spare for Fontaine. Nate Fontaine introduced to the sport of bowling by his grandfather, Tommy Olsa. The greatest of all time in the symmetrical pin variety. We play with the wood down. The games were, as I understand it, were invented and standardized around the same time by Pops White in Worcester. Became very popular down here in Baltimore with John McGraw for the Baltimore Orioles. Brought the sport out, and the O's club team put up a bowling alley. Riley Burdett now for Nestor's Nuts finds the head pin, leaves a little mini split. So it's a right triangle with the 2, 7, and 8. Gotta hit that 2 at an angle, or not. McLaughlin ended up with a 9, and his team is at 200. Sadowski is at 200 after 2 times through the order. 194 as Jimmy Nestor delivers 9 on his strike. Ball 1.
Oh, you got a landscape now.
Yeah, couldn't do it. Sadowski throwing a 19-mile-an-hour pitch on that one. 30 miles an hour out of the hand for Jimmy Nestor. He misses on the 9 drop. Sadowski just right of the head pin. As Nestor takes 10 after the 19 in the second, it had him to 28. He's at 38 through 3. His team at 213. Sadowski collects 10, and his team's at 210. So a 3-pin lead. That includes 3-pin lead plus 2 spare fills. One of them right here. 9 more. So we'll bring that lead up to a 12. Stephanie St. Jean. This is a big match in this tournament. We're coming down to the end. We have just 2 more matches to go after this. Stephanie St. Jean looking for a 3rd mark in a row. Delivers just a little left. Okay. She's at 38 after 2 9 drops. 3 9 drops in a row. Spares on the first 2. She'll be open in the 3rd, and that's right on it. Steve Marr of Baltimore has carrying a 123 average. Got it. Give a Valentine's Day shout out to his mother who got him into the sport. All right, number 3 bowler, Josh Lowell, has been struggling. Threw a gutter ball last time up, but he's been struggling with his right arm. Came up hurting after he put together a couple strikes in the second match. He needs to fight through that pain. John Novak, who struck in the first, then had a 9 drop, but couldn't complete it. All right, Lowell off the head pin, has everything but the head pin, and working on his 3rd ball. John Novak waiting for the bowler on his left to finish. Steps up. We have 15-foot approaches, just like we do in most houses back home. 4-step approach is just a little right. If he was aiming for the pocket, that would be about 6 or 7 inches right. All right, Lowell finds his head pin, collects 10. He's got 2 10s and a 7 for 27. And Novak cleans up. He still hasn't left a plate up, a pin up on the plate. He's at 39 through 3. The match stands at it with a 12-pin lead plus with both sides on a spare. With a spare hanging. Nate Fontaine, who's spared in the second, is one of them right here. 4. Nestor's Nuts gets 6 on his. For the moment, the lead moves to 18. The second bowler, Steve Moore, has a fill for the Sadowski squad. That's a beauty. Back and forth. You see those ducks roll and fly. Chops the head pin off the 4 horsemen. Mike Linehan for Sadowski collects the spare. Nice game there. As Fontaine takes 10. He's filled with 6 and is at a 9 in the first, so he's at 35. Fontaine, the top bowler so far for Nestor's Nuts. We've been following around. This is Bob Leaf, the Candlepin Bowling Network. Give me a little crossover action. Anchor bowlers now. This is McLaughlin for Sadowski. He gets that break up on the parallel pin. That was it was going to be the 7, 8, 9 with the 4 pin out front. Maybe in the 5. Actually, the 5 fell late though, and that gives him a simple triangle. Joe McLaughlin, a 132 bowler at a Dundalk AMF. Spares on the right side of the 4 pin. Found his target. Used the sidewall to make sure. Riley Burdett. Who has a Valentine's Day shout out to the new dude. Has his second spare. He's at 36 in a ball. The lead still hanging at 18. The marks now favoring Sadowski 3-1. So we'll say the lead is 18 minus 2 fills. Jimmy Nestor now moves as the teams switch sides. The scores do not switch sides, so he's still up there at 38. And he delivers his second 9 drop in a row. This time the 7 pin is his nemesis. Dave Sadowski off on the 2 pin, leaves the 1, 3, 6, and 7. Nestor finds it on the right side. The fat ball and the fat pin helped there. Sadowski's finding his spot. Needed to get a perfect bounce. The ball needed to ricochet off to the 7. Didn't cooperate. Nor did the 6 pin. He's trying to take that, leaving an 8. So for the moment, the lead's at 20 as Stephanie delivers a 9 drop. St. Jean standing up against Steve Marr. Marr on a spare is at 29 and a ball through 3. Going to cut the lead with that one by 9. So that takes the lead down from 20 to 11. Stephanie left. She has a lofted shot. The classic duck pin approach. You can loft ball. There is no lob line in this sport. Marr now connects, courts a spare. He's at 48 and a ball. St. Jean checks in with a 10. So the lead stays at 11 for the moment, but it is now 11 minus a ball. Because there are 2 spares for Sadowski, 3 spares for Sadowski, and 2 spares for Nestor's Nuts. Josh Lowell finds his head pin, almost gets the 5 to fall forward into the 2 pin. Takes a duck pin sweeping reset. We're not allowed to play with wood here. There's John Novak. Breaks up a setback. Lowell swings right. Lowell's been struggling. That's on there. Spare. Novak. Novak started with a strike. That's a 10 for Lowell. So the lead is still hanging. 3-ball spare, as you say. Nice 10.
It's the best 3rd ball in the house.
All right, but the lead is 11 for Nestor's Nuts. But now the marks are 4 to 2. So it's 11 minus 2 fill balls. Average fill in Candlepin. I don't know what the average fill in Duckpin is. But there's one of them. That was 8. And a strike. Fontaine, who'd been open in the 3rd, now sitting on a strike. They're bowling 1 at a time here. Mike Lindemann, a 122 bowler out of Parkville. His highlight was an 889 6-game qualifying tournament. That was actually just a few weeks ago on January 31st. Valentine's Day shout out to Karen, his wife. He takes a 9 for 45. Now we're back to the anchor bowlers, both sitting on spares. The lead, 4 pins for Nestor's Nuts. The mark's now even. Okay, that was a 4 fill for Riley. Riley Burdett, 29-year-old candlepinner out of Spencer, Massachusetts, bowls out of Bogey Lanes. Okay, 3 for Joe McLaughlin. Nice recovery ball, but the 5-pin stands tall for Riley Burdett. Nice pitch and a spare recovery for Joe McLaughlin. Shout out, Valentine's Day shout out to Katie McLaughlin. Sounds like his wife. They have the same last name.
I can throw it so much faster. I'm only throwing it like 3/4 speed.
Well, so the lead now is 5 pins for Nestor's Nuts, but the marks are 3 to 2. So 5 pins minus a fill, minus a spare fill. Nestor, who had one of those, just dropped 10 on his spare in the 4th. And a great bid by Sadowski. Dave Sadowski, eponymous, but both the lead bowlers. the namesakes for their teams. And a spare for Sadowski. Trying to keep pace with Jimmy. Sadowski's now at 47. Stephanie St. Jean steps up. She had a 9-drop and missed her spare the last 2 times. She actually started things off with 4 straight 9-drops. Made spares on the first 2, now at 58 through 4. An abbreviated setup here. Whoa, nice delivery. That is Steve Moore with a strike. And his strike also on a spare, so he keeps pace. And with Jimmy. Stephanie lined up with her third 9 in a row after starting with a pair of 19s. That puts her at 67. And the lead now 4 pins. They dropped 1 out of the lead. 2 strikes on the board for Nestor's Nuts. A strike and 3 spares for Sadowski. So the lead is 4, but it's going to go away after all the fills are done. Here's Josh Lowell. Delivers onto the 2-4 pocket, leaving the 1-3-9. Beautiful pitch, but tough split. 8 on that fill ball, though, for John Novak. Novak stays on his object. John has a Valentine's Day shout out to Gina, his wife of 20 years, and he loves her. I love you, I think is specifically what he wrote. As he hits 3 objects for a 10. Good job on that split. He's now at 67, 17 over, leading Lowell by 21 in their head-to-head matchup. Now Nate Fontaine on the strike. Mike Lindemann open. Oh, good pitch, tough 5-7 lead. That's a narrow, got a little bit of an angle on that split, but not much. You can have the right side swinging across. Nice pitch there, 9-drop for Lindemann. Right, good pitch, almost got one. You saw that ball hopping off the curtain and it touched the plate in the back, but it didn't stay up. And spare is good for Lindemann. Now, 5th time through the order, all Sadowski, as they have erased the lead and taken in about a minute. When these fills come through, they'll have the lead. They're actually trailing by 4, but they have 4 marks on the board compared to just 1 for Nestor's Nuts. So those fills are going to be worth well more than 4. One of them will be coming up next in the hands of Joe McLaughlin. 42-year-old out of Dundalk. Delivers on the headpin, strike! The 9 was the last to fall on that strike. And that officially moves the lead onto the Sadowski team. Both of these teams 5 and 4 through 9. They got 2 more matches to play. 4 teams will advance. You need to connect. That was a 10 for Riley Burdett. So at the end, at the half, the score is 395 to 389 but the mark's 4-1 for Sadowski. So we'll say that is a 6-pin lead plus 2 spare and a strike fill. The sole fill for Nestor's Nuts, Jimmy Nestor, who just threw that 7-drop. He had a strike in the 5th. Just 2 on that one. That was Dave Sadowski in the maroon shirt. Nestor on it, no! He got it, he hit exactly what he was aiming for. Had to miss to get those 2 pins to spread though. Good recovery ball for Sadowski. And Jimmy, 3 objects, 9. Ended up with 8 on the fill. And a 10 for Sadowski. He had a disappointing fill, but the 10 helps. And his team now has a 1-pin lead plus 3 fill balls. Oh no, Stephanie St. Jean threw that one where she wanted, but got a bad break. That's the Golden Gate split. Moore on it. Gets a split of his own. So Stephanie's going to have to
You still count.
connect on this.
Go for the count.
Choose one of the 2 pinners. See if she can bang it into the wall and bounce it across. Tried for the inside pocket on the 6-7. Got 1. Moore also will be open. Stephanie waiting for the bowler on 28. One of the gentlemen we saw last night. She'll take 7. Stephanie didn't start off red hot. 2-19 in a row. 4 9-drops in a row, but she missed on 2 of those spare opportunities. And now put together 2 9s and a 7. Number 2 bowlers now. John Novak in red on your right, wearing the hoodie. Josh Lowell on your left. Lowell's going to deliver first. He's at 60. He's at 46 through 5. Looking for his first mark. Finds a lemon drop. Nice pitch there. And the duck spinning behind tips the 5-pin forward for a strike. John Novak now at 77 plus.
Thanks for the shout out. My wife heard it. So
Thank you. All right. Big 3rd ball now coming up. Roll, but we're gonna see Mike Lindemann throwing his first pitch. They bowl ball for ball in this tournament. So if a couple guys get strikes, their team will move out ahead or spare. Another head pin. This Sandowski team has not been missing much. Roll. Great 3rd ball. Takes a 7. Avoids a disaster. He had 1 through 2 to 7. Keeping his team in it. Nate Fontaine at 64 through 5. Open. Nobody on Nestor's Nuts has a mark. Lindemann, who was filling, had 7 on his first ball. He'll be open now. Beautiful pitch from Nate Fontaine. that ball. Firing from the left side. No! A rare miss for Sadowski. Sadowski now leading after all those fill balls by 31 pins. And now there's finally a mark for Nestor's Nuts. So we'll say it's 31. It's 21, which is the truth. 21 minus the strike fill. Actually, are 2 strikes for the Sadowski team and Fontaine's spare for the Candlepinners. Candlepin Bowling Network's Bob Lee here. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone who follows. We're bringing you Duckpins, the premier handicap Duckpin tournament in the game. There's a waiting list for this one. We have 84 teams entering with $50,000 in entry fees. 84 teams of 5 here. And they're bowling at 3 centers in 7 divisions. Nice bid by Riley on the 110. Will be open. Third ball now. Joe McLaughlin. He'll take 10. And also for Riley, Riley's at 70, McLaughlin at 81. Across the board, it's a 30-pin lead after 6. 1 mark for each team. I failed to mention that McLaughlin was filling a strike. He ended up with 9 on his strike. That was 3 marks in a row for McLaughlin. So the lead is back up to 30. Nestor drives. Beats up the mini break, leaving the 4 horsemen right. Dave Sadowski with a lemon drop. On it. He gets everything. Oh, you saw the 6-pin jam the wall, bounce back like it was going to take the 10, but then it caught the edge of the. It's tapping. Dave Sadowski almost cleared his spare. It didn't come out of the gutter, is my point. And the 4 horsemen won't fall for Nestor. Cleans up with a 10. He's at 95, 25 over through 7. Leads all bowlers on his eponymous squad. Nestor's Nuts. Sadowski now for a 10. He'll get a 9. Pick up a 1 on that exchange. They're going to need more. But we saw a swing of 40 pins in the fifth straight. It could happen just as quickly as that. We still have Stephanie, their first ball in the 7th. Stephanie St. Jean, weird lead there. That is the 3-9 on the right, the L half Worcester, and the 7-8 on the left. Thin blow leaves parallel pins left, plus the 10 pin on the right. That's a tough lead for both bowlers, who's been open in the 6th. Stephanie for the spare, trying to shave on that 3-pin, shave that 3-pin over and get some sort of domino action. Just more. Pops the 8-pin out of the parallel pin set. Stephanie will take a 7. Moore is probably going to go for the 2 on the left. He does, and he takes them. He picks up 1 more pin. Lead is back to 30 now for Sadowski. 30, each team with a mark. If you pinch in on your scoreboard, you can see the scores. The scores are following the bowlers. Sorry, they're not following the bowlers. The scores are staying on the sides where the bowlers started. You'll see on the right with 457 pins. is Nestor's Nuts. On the left, with 487 pins, are the Sadowski team. That includes handicaps. This tournament is set up to give 80% handicaps calculated at each bowler. So if you're a better team, you're going to give pins, but you're going to, for every 10 pins you give, you're going to get 2. Nice out ball there. 5 pins are standing in a split format, and Lowell gets a 9. No blood there. 9 for John Novak. Novak stands at 94. Lowell at 62 in that matchup. Right now, Jimmy Nestor and Nate Fontaine are the only 2 bowlers for Nestor's Nuts with a lead in their matchups. Okay, spread eagle. We're saying for the course of this tournament, spread eagle rules are in effect. If it's a clean spread eagle, and one of the bowlers converts it at this tournament, we're going to award them $25 in honor of our 5,000th subscriber. By the way, if you're joining us from the community of Duckpins, please subscribe to Candlepin Bowling Network. It's free, never a charge. How about it? Oh, Nate Fontaine delivers everything but the 2-pin falls. He hit it just where he wanted to. Got the ricochet to come back a little sharp, actually. Nice pitch. Mike Lindeman. Lindeman. 2 ends, actually, at the end. Nate takes 10. In Candlepin, that's a 20%. Pro bowlers will get a 10 20% of the time on a spread eagle. They convert those at about a 1.5% rate. That, much easier spare. Still one of the hardest. If you're going to leave a 9 drop, the 10 is notorious. Lindeman and the Sadowski team, though, with a growing lead. We're now up to 34. Plus a ball, 34 plus a ball. There's now 1 spare on the left side for Sadowski. No spares hanging for Nestor's Nuts. Now make that 2 spares for Sadowski. Riley Burdett has the 4 horsemen. These go about a third of the time in Candlepin. I imagine a little bit more here. Balls, larger balls and bigger targets. Gotta hit your head pin though. Final ball in the 7th. Now Nestor's going to set up on 29, but that's going to put the score at 35. A 35 pin lead plus 2 spare fills for Sadowski. The eponymous Dave Sadowski, Jimmy Nestor for Nestor's Nuts. The leadoff bowlers delivering next. Sadowski drops that ball down right on the spot. Got some action on the 5 pin, but couldn't take it out. Nestor swings right. Got a duck hanging back there, still swinging. Sadowski trying to shave. He gets it! A perfect spare! Sadowski. Now at 78. And that fill coming up as Nestor comes up left, as he was on the first ball. A little bit of back pain for Nestor. Pops a half Worcester for a 9. That should That'll bring the lead up by 1, but it's now 36. But now plus 3 fill balls as Sadowski connected on the difficult 5-7 split. Rich Maurer just missing the head pin, but drops 8, leaving the 1-4. The 2 pin is down. Stephanie St. Jean wants to get back. Lofts one at the target. 9 drop. Her 5th 9 drop of the string. Maurer trying to catch the inside of that, and he does. The ball clears the 4 pin. He has a spare. For Maurer, he had 3 in a row with 2 spares and a strike in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That is his 4th mark. He's now at 104. That's a ball in the 8th. Stephanie loses it left, and she fouls, and in Duckpin, unlike Candlepin, you can reset it. If you foul, explain that rule to me, Riley. If you foul on your second ball, you're still allowed to reset the pin.
And you just
Okay.
spot the pin and hit it.
Okay. So she has to wait for. Presumably there's a mechanic in the back that takes care of that.
Yeah.
And how do you send that signal in?
There's a button on the lane you can call to the desk. What he's doing now. Oh no.
And he identifies the pin as the 7 pin standing.
Yeah.
And then they hit reset. Okay. Good to know.
Either that or they might just have her shoot at it with the full rack, and if she hits where it was, it'll count.
Oh, interesting.
But they don't always give you just the one.
All right, they're letting her shoot at it. It looks like. So this is, and she got it. So that's a 10. All right, interesting. Saw that happening yesterday. Didn't really understand what was happening with that one.
Yeah, because Candlepin, that's a 9 box.
Yeah. So that was a 10 box and 91 through 8 for St. Jean. Josh Lowell looking for his first mark, and on the right, got John Novak. Novak, 2 strikes and a spare, finds the head pin, leaves the parallel pins. By parallel, we're talking about those, draw lines between those two pinners. Those lines will never meet. Lowell punches it into the 2-4 pocket again. Going for the triangle. Pops the 8 instead. Roll. Right to left. Right on it this time. No luck in the back row unless that duck swings. And it just misses on the swing around. Plenty of volume there in those ducks, but the next note. That was a 10. Saw Novak laughing as he returned. That was something bounced funny off the back wall there. We'll get a 9. We'll at 71 through 8. Lowell has a 117 average in duck pins. Now we're going to see Mike Lindemann, a 122 bowler. Against Nate Fontaine, who's got a 134 coming in. Fontaine drops 9 down to the 7 pin. He's now 18 over through 7. 18 over his box. Beautiful pitch, another 9 drop. On the fill for Lindemann. He's looking great for Sandowski right now. Hey, Nate has just enough spin as often is the case, you see there's a little bit of dust near the gutters. He slipped a little bit. Spare is good. Lindemann keeps up with Fontaine. 4 marks on the board for Sandowski. Just 1 for Nestor's Nuts right now. The difference, 46 pins. Sandowski leads. Time to make that up, but gonna have to start moving now. Basically with a box to play. Tough split, but a good fill of 8 for Joe McLaughlin. No mark for Riley. He had a 6-pack. McLaughlin's second ball. Burdette takes 10. He's at 89. You look up and down. Leads for 3 of the 4 bowlers. That's going to be a 9. That one came out of the channel. So 108.89 in the anchorman pairing.
It's the one thing I know how to do.
Joe McLaughlin with the lead there. Nate Fontaine leads by 8. With both bowlers hanging at 98 and 9. Actually, 98 and 100. Correction, we'll say that in the number 4 slot, Sadowski's ahead by 2. Only Jimmy Nestor here leads in his pairing. Nestor was up 104.84 through 8, and he's got a spare in the 9th. He'll need that. Now 2 spares hanging for Nestor's Nuts. Sadowski, who filled with 6, swings left. So finally they caught up. Both teams have 2 spares. There's no more advantage on the marks. Good 10 for Sadowski. He's at 94. He'll need a mark. Catch up to his average, 111 in the 10th. Sits down. Here's Stephanie St. Jean at 91 through 8. Delivers on the right side as the 1-2-8. Our one-step approach. Often wondered if you could pull that off in Candlepin, a one-step approach. It's kind of like a softball pitcher. Always find yourself in the same place pitching that way. It's working so far for Moore. Carries a 123 average on the season. And here he is now on his 5th mark at 122 and a ball after 9. Stephanie will take a 9. She's at 100. The lead is growing. It's now 68. Both teams with 2 spares. Josh Lowe looking for his first mark here. This is the 10th game of the round robin. 12 teams in the set. There is time tonight for if there's a tie, for a roll-off. We'll be here in case that happens. Lowell is left. John Novak Sorry. Yeah, John Novak out of the third spot. We'll have a spare opportunity coming up next. Lowell is ready and he delivers. So that's 6 standing. Oh, just left. Novak. Wife Gina joins us on the YouTube channel here. Novak at 112. Call it. Yeah, it'll be at 112 after 9. He carries a 122 average, so just needs 10 to keep pace with that in the 10. More importantly, his team has a 632 to 563 lead. Nate Fontaine had a mark, fills with 7. So also did Mike Lindemann, delivering here on lane 29 in red. Nice pitch on the, yep, breaks up the split and gets a 9 drop. He's at 109. Great. Sweet spare for Fontaine. Came in with an average near 150 on the tournament. It dropped down to 146 in the early going here. Lindemann, that's going to be left. He's trying to check in with a 119 through 9. Well on his way to his 122 average. He'll be at 118. Riley Burdett on the money. Leaves the 5 and 9. McLaughlin at 108 through 8. 38 over. Third among all bowlers through 8. The other two also on his team. Spare bid is right and not good. Lead up to an even 70 now. And the spare ricochet back there. That'll be a 10 for Burdett. That big strike now down to the last box for all 5 bowlers. The score 660 to 590. Sadowski. Team put together out of two Parkville Lanes bowlers. A White Oak Lanes bowler, that's Steve Maurer, and a Dundalk bowler, so that Joe McLaughlin. All around this region. 9 drop for Sadowski. Nestor needs a break. Got the split to break up. Sadowski just going to be right on that one. And the strike fell. It's a delayed action strike. He did get the break. Sadowski finishes with a 103. Nestor at 124 plus 2 bonus balls. Moore coming up with a spare in the 9th. Moore for Sadowski. They're holding on to a lead that's going to be cut into right here. It's a 60-pin lead at the moment. 5, they instead of going ball for ball, they do. Oh, nice ball! A 19 fill. Beautiful pitch from Jimmy Nestor. A 143 behind 3 strikes, 2 spares for Nestor.
Jimmy, your team would appreciate a try.
Says hi to John Blaze. Here, John.
Our team just got knocked out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. How'd you throw?
Not so well that game.
Candlepin Bowling Network on the air here with Johnny Blaze. Where are you living now, John?
I'm in Tennessee.
And how do you bowl out there?
Well, they got a set of mini duckpin lanes, if you want to call it that. They're like 25, 30-foot lanes
Okay.
with strings on them, all like compact together. It's enough for a 3-step approach.
Wow.
And about 3/4 of an arm swing, so it keeps my knee and kind of my arm in shape. I still come up here and I'll be a little fatigued because if I throw too hard down there, you'll break.
Do you have leagues? Is it like real bowl, like league night bowling, or
I was told they used
tournaments?
to have a league.
Oh, okay.
So I could start a league in that little, I think it's like 8 lanes.
Spare for more. He's at 141 in the ball. As Sadowski continues to build on their 60-pin lead.
It's nice to see another Fontaine doing well in a different game.
Yeah.
You hear that, Aaron? You got to come for your brother.
Yes. Maybe Duckpins is his game. He throws that reverse with right to left spin. Okay, 2 on the fill for Moore, but a 143. He ties Jimmy Nestor.
Sticking around for the playoffs, Bob?
Yeah. I've been invited to join the team at Duckpins Unlimited to do the
Duckpins
call.
forever? Yeah, Duckpins forever.
Yeah.
We might have
Stephanie.
to do most of it. I think if Nick's bowling on a team that's...
Oh, 10 fill. So 2 marks to start and 2 marks at the end for a 120 game Stephanie St. Jean. There's still a little bit of hope alive. Nestor's Nuts trailing 690 to 639.
Full strike.
Each team with a mark. That's a good ball for a second ball there on John Novak. Novak at 112 through 9. Josh Lowell waiting for the bowler on his left. Novak's going to throw his 3rd ball first. That's a good 9. And a 121 for Novak. Lowell delivers. Finds that 2-4 pocket again. All right, good pitch there. Found his spot, but still has the 5-7-10. This is the Devil's Triangle. Most difficult of all, but meanwhile, Mike Lindemann had a 9 and gets a strike here. He's at 128 in the ball. Oh, what an execution! What is that? He doesn't get a mark, but he finishes with a 10 on the 5-7-10. One of the hardest spares in the game. On his final ball for an 88. Josh Lowell, everybody. All right, 7 on the first ball, and the strike fill for Lindemann. Dave Fontaine just, I think they need all marks now. They're trailing by 60. It's not going to happen. Oh, a great spare on strike in the final 138 for Mike Lindemann. Congratulations, the Parkville bowler. He's been hot. He threw an 889 in the 6-game qualifiers. 6-game qualifying top win. And that was just 2 weeks ago. Nate, who missed on the spare bid, will have a 134. And now it's officially over. Bowler's going to play out their strings, as we always do. Joe McLaughlin, looking for high bowler honors, had a strike. He was sitting at 118. Trying to get a 10 on that strike. There it is. Be a 128, 138 in the ball. So a 5 fill, and he can catch Jimmy Nestor and Steve Moore. Riley was at 99. Splits, looks like the 6-7. And high bowler honors will go to Joe McLaughlin. Gets himself up to a 146. Oh, nice pickup. Not done yet. One more ball to come from Riley. He got the 6-7. All the 12-year-olds are thrilled. Put that one in a Duckpin highlight reel if you like. That was Riley Burdett. Turning a really difficult spare into a 17. And that'll be a 116. Final score in this one, 747 for Sadowski, 685 for Nestor's Nuts. Congratulations to the team from Maryland. We're going to be back with the last match in the round robin in just a few minutes. After that, we'll see if there's another round for any playoff opportunities. Again, final score: Sadowski 747, Nestor's Nuts 685.